Hello and welcome to Habanos News. After the video I made on original editions and after the video I made on limited editions, today I'm going to talk to you about Reservas. Of course, Reservas come with Gran Reservas, even though they were first made in 2003 and Gran Reservas started in 2009. The principle is very similar. It's aged tobacco that is used. So limited editions are made with tobacco aged at least 2 years, and reserves are made of tobacco that is aged at least for 3 years. And it's a particularity of these two series is that on the box you have the date of the harvest of the tobacco, so you know from which year the tobacco comes from. For example, if we take the example of the Patagas Series D4 Reserva, it was a Reserva Cosecha 2000 and it was released in 2005. So this is the tobacco is from the year 2000, aged at least for 3 years before rolling. So after that, they were, putting it to rest, and then they were producing the boxes, and it was released in 2005. So it's a minimum of 3 years. Maybe it was aged for a bit more than that. As far as the band is concerned, this is a Bolivar Belicosos Finos. So it's a black and silver band with the R of Reservas, one R and the other one. This is a Cohiba Robusto Reserva. So the Belicosos Finos was released in 2020, and it's a cosecha 2016. So the tobacco comes from 2016, and the Cohiba Robusto Reserva, it's a cosecha 2014, released in 2018. So the Cohiba Robusto Reserva is 9 years old as we are talking now. So the first release was in 2003. It was a mixed box. The box was made of 5 different Cohiba cigars, and it was a different band than the one we have today. It was a gold and black band. It was very similar to the limited edition band. So they changed it in 2005 for the Patagas Series D number 4. Particularity of the Reservas and Gran Reservas is that they are standard production cigars. So you will see your famous or your most common cigars like Patagas D4, Monte Cristo number 4, or even the Romeo and Julieta Churchill. So they have the standard production band plus the Reserva band. So far, there's been 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 Reserva series made. So the first one in 2003 was a box of mixed cigars, and then 2005 was the Partagas D4. 2007 Monte Cristo number 4, Romeo and Julieta Churchill 2012. They didn't do anything between 2007 and 2012. They started again in 2014. 14 was the H. Chapman number 2. 16 the Oyo de Monterrey Pico number 2. The Cohiba Robusto, the one I showed you 2018. Bolivar Belicosos Fino in 2020, and the Monte Cristo in Mundo in 2022. So now every 2 years on even numbers, there is a Reserva, a box of Reserva cigars out, and every odd numbered year there is a Gran Reserva. So every year you have either a Reserva or a Gran Reserva. 2022 was a Monte Cristo Edmundo. It's not out yet. They're a bit late, which is quite common. because there's a lot of preparation. And the 2023 Gran Reserva is a Cohiba Esplendido. So it's going to be, as you know, Cohibas are much sought after cigars. So the Cohiba Esplendidos, which is a legendary cigar, in a Gran Reserva, is going to be a very, very, very expensive, and everybody will be looking for them. So they are numbered boxes. They are limited numbers, so they usually made 5,000 boxes. So reserves are 20 cigars. So 20 cigars, 5,000 boxes, it's 100,000 cigars for the whole world. So they are distributed around the world, unlike regional editions. Like limited edition, they are distributed around the world. But limited editions are not numbered boxes. Reservas are numbered boxes. And the difference between reservas and Gran Reservas is the Gran Reserva is not a silver and black, but it's a gold and black band, and it's only 15 cigars in the box for the Gran Reserva and 20 for the box of Reserva. So I'm going to put a list of a link to the different boxes of reserve or reserve cigars. If you have the possibility to taste them with some friends, or you're lucky to have some boxes, it's quite interesting to see the difference between the standard production cigars that you've aged in your humidor compared to the same, for example, a Patagas D4 or a Cohiba Robusto, which is quite easy to get now. And that you've aged. For example, you have a Cohiba Robusto from 2014, and you taste it, and you taste the Cohiba Robusto Reserva, which is a cosecha 2014. So made with tobacco from 2014. It's quite interesting to see the difference in taste. I hope that you like this video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate, and also please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this video, and also like this video. This is the only salary that we get for taking the time to make those videos. And thank you very much again. Goodbye.